What's going on, everybody? We are back with another show we recorded last night talking about the commitment of Antonio Tripp Ross, phenomenal football player. And he's coming on the show right now as we speak. Ross, why don't you do the grand introduction to our latest Miami Hurricanes football commitment?
We have got current University of Miami Hurricanes commit 4-star Antonio Tripp Jr. on the offensive line. He's out of the 2023 class from McDonough High School.
Well, we just had him backstage. He actually exited out. We'll get him back soon. We promise we have Antonio Tripp. God, I love it. So Ross, while we wait for Antonio, I mean, we'll talk about him as a football player like we did yesterday. I mean, he's just a bully on the football field. 6'3", 300 pounds. Ideally, do you see him playing center?
He could, with his mix of height, strength, and athleticism, he really could, I need to watch a little more high school film on him to see exactly what the traits could be going forward at center him in college. But I think that would be an ideal spot, especially if he picks it up quick.
Antonio, welcome back on the scoop and congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, I mean, tell me about your emotions. You go on campus, you meet with the coaches, all this adrenaline going on. You're at the University of Miami. I mean, walk me through just those emotions of just committing to the University of Miami.
So I had no intentions of committing before I came. I knew like this was probably like one of my final stops, but I didn't know I was gonna commit. After, so we came on campus. We spent like the whole day there. We were there from like 10 a.m. To like 10 p.m. So we're there the whole day. We watched the practice. Practice was intense. Like I was locked by my mom and dad were talking to Coach Mike Rumph, the recruiting. They're the recruiting. They talked with him. I just walked off and I was like locked in on Coach Mirabal and the old lineman. So I'm over there just watching how he coaches. I'm like, oh my God, this guy, this little guy is like snatched up these 6'6" linemen. Like but he snatched him up and he's like telling him like, ooh, you should run to the ball, but. And then he like explained why he felt like that and he explained why every time he got every time he got on someone's ass or something like that. So after practice, just chilling in the facilities. My mom's a foodie, so we went out to go see the food. You know what I'm saying? We're like, I'm Dominican. I'm from the Dominican Republic. So my mom went out and go see like some of the Caribbean food. So like that's what sold her. I like to say that's what sold her. A lot of the Cuban food. We came back towards the school. I just got to campus. Learn about some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Campus is beautiful. Facilities are beautiful. Class sizes. I mean, the education, the degrees available, all that stuff. Like I was just like, wow, like I'm really at the University of Miami right now. Got back, talked to Coach Cristobal Mirabal, and those guys were just genuine. Like everything they were saying and telling me just was like, I could just tell it was like genuine love for Miami as a city, as a program, and just as a school really. So like, I knew I was just like, this is it. Like because my final two were in South Carolina and Miami, and I already been in South Carolina, so went to Miami, and I was like, well, I mean, what else am I waiting for? I want to get on board, build this class up, and yeah.
Antonio, walk us through. I mean, what did you? I'm sure you spoke to your parents before you gave your verbal commitment. Was everyone on board, or kind of what was? I guess you weren't expecting to commit when you visited campus, but then you changed your mind. Did you speak with your parents before your decision?
Yeah. So Monday night we were talking with Mirabal for like 2 hours. Just talk about his vision for Miami and why he came back and why he loves the school so much. So we were gonna talk about 2 hours. Mom was telling about me, starting to talk about a bunch of stuff, Miami football related and not, So uh, that so after that talk, my mom's like, she's telling him like, expect the call in the morning. They're like, expect the call in the morning because I think this is the spot. But we're just gonna go home and we're just gonna go back to the hotel and just talk about it. So we go back to the hotel and we're just talking. We're like, yeah, I think this is the one. So we before our flight, we head to the back to the facility to see the coaches, and I just tell them like, hey, I'm gonna be Coach Mirabel's first recruit, his time back in Miami. So I mean that was pretty special for me. I didn't realize that until after I did it. I was his first ever recruit back. So I feel like that's something people can talk about. He's gonna bring up 10 years down the line when Miami's won the national championship. And the first person to trust the vision and trust the plan was me. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I love that answer, man.
yeah.
Love it. Love that answer, dude. I think all Canes fans love that answer. So, you talk about Mirabal. Do you have any other good relationships with other coaches on the staff so far?
Yeah, I'm cool with all the coaches. Like all the coaches are real gen. Maribel Cristobal, Coach Ed Potter, Coach Cooney,
Pat is a
Coach
good dude.
yeah, Coach Mike Ruff, um, Coach Joe, D-line coach, strength coach, um,
Well,
safeties coach. Um, basically all the coaches, Coach Gatus, Coach Steele,
yeah.
the whole coaching staff basically, like they real
That's great.
they opened me with open arms. What I'm saying? Some of them I never even talked to before coming to Miami. Like, what I'm saying? The way I was talking to them and the way they were talking to me, you would have thought I knew them for like, I've been talking to them for like 3 months, what I'm saying, before. But I mean, it was just genuine. I could tell. Like, these guys, they really know football and they know the reason why they came back to the school. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's great. I love too many times, recruits get stuck with just one or two guys that are focused on it. I understand why schools do that, but to get the full flavor, bro, to get to really meet everybody and realize that was a school you wanted to be at, I'm sure that helped, being more familiar. I'm sure that helped you out in your decision for sure.
Yeah.
What is your ideal playing weight heading into college?
I've been playing at about like 300 pounds. Signed about like 6'3", 300 my whole entire career. Well, not my freshman year, sophomore and junior year, about like 6'3", 300. So I've been playing at that, maintaining that. Most I've ever been is probably like 305. You know what I'm saying? But I just been 300 basically playing.
When did you realize that you wanted to be a Miami Hurricane?
Right after that talk with Coach Cristobal and Mirabal and Ed Pot and Cooney was in there. We was just talking, like just talking about life, talking about what Miami can do for me. The position I'm in coming in with the O line, I can play early. The degrees, how the degree holds weight in the real world, and just all those things. So I mean, I was like, yeah, I'm a king.
Who did you call up first, Coach Cristobal or Coach Mirabal, when you said you were going to verbally commit to the U?
I told Coach Mirabal first because I was walking down the stairs and Coach Mirabal was the first person I saw. So I told him pull it out. I was like, hey, Coach, you got your first. I'm starting the O line commit. I'm starting this 23 class. Well, not starting it, but we got two other guys from Miami Northwestern. But hey, Coach, I'm about to start that O line class and for the U. So told him, then Coach Mirabal, and told him, and all the guys came over, and yeah.
How's the reaction of the coaching staff when they heard the news?
They were excited because it was just like they were shocked, like cause they didn't know. They thought I was just coming there just to say goodbye before I leave, but they were just all surprised. It was great.
What did you like the most about visiting the University of Miami? Did you speak to any maybe players on the team that kind of gave you more confidence, more, you're more comfortable around the program, or was it just the coaching staff in general?
Um, I haven't talked to a lot of players, but Cyrus Moss, I talked to Cyrus early and Rolly, told me how it is. You know, he just got there, so of course he's the first class to witness you know, the new practice, you know, new training, you know, that Mirabel's brought with him from Oregon. Um, I haven't really talked to too many players. I actually just started talking to them, so excited to build a relationship with them. But mainly, I just been talking to the other 23 guys. Like I'm trying to get this class started and rock and rolling early. So no, we plan on ending, you know, top five, top 10.
Now that you're locked in, what's your focus next? What do you want to address next? Whether it's physical, mental, what's the next step for you?
Uh, Mainly, I just want to commit so I could be a leader in my class, obviously. But now his next step is just having fun and going out with a championship in my high school last season. So that's the main thing, main focus. Um, all kind of like one A and one B, kind of just having fun and balling out my last season with my brothers, you know, and trying to recruit this class up, you know, get these guys going. Um, Starting with I have a teammate here. I have a four-star
Yeah.
linebacker. Yeah, Mason Robinson. I'll start with him. You know, a lot of DMV guys. We got a lot of talent. You know, Nicholas Harbor. You know, from DC. Play with him. Know him. Um, Four-star David Ojalabi, Dean from St. John's in DC. Know a lot of four-star and five-star guys out here in the DMV. So, kind of try to talk to these guys, get a little pipeline going, and yeah.
Do you have an academic, or at least I know you have a year left still, but do you have something academically that really piques your interest that you might want to get into at Miami?
Um, my first option was like kinesiology, like something that sort of sports medicine, something that sort. But you know, I mean, knowing that Miami has the number one business school and number one health program, um, I was thinking that somehow, some way I could take advantage of that. So things might change, but for now, it's like kinesiology or something of that sort, like psychology maybe.
Who were the other teams really chasing after you before you made this commitment?
South Carolina, Michigan State, and Texas A&M.
You were hearing from
Um,
A&M often?
yeah, yeah, A&M really pushed towards. You know, I was actually supposed to come up A&M like a week, like this week. So you know, but I'm shutting everything down. I'm locked in.
If there's, you got a chance to explore a little bit more this last time. Is there anything else that caught your attention for the facilities, for the football facilities, that kind of, made you go, wow, this is college football level madness.
Um,
This is good stuff.
uh, I'm not even sure. Maybe I'd say in the weight room. Watch the guys work out, and they're putting some weight. I was like, oh shit, you know, like these are grown men. You know what I'm saying? So it made me realize, you know, I got a little ways to go, but you know, numbers weren't too far off. So I feel like I was on the right track. But I was like, oh, these guys, I'm really at the University of Miami right now. Seeing the facilities just made me do it. Like Coach Mirabal has a vision for how he wants to change the whole entire facilities up. So seeing his blueprints and everything, what he was talking about, that was like, oh wow, this is what this, yeah, you know.
So he was able to give you some really good motivation.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, you know, time I'm coming in is when everything's gonna be done. So, you know, so I'll be experiencing the new year, you know. But the new year, we're gonna try to bring that old school swagger back.
Mirabal seems to do a fantastic
Yes,
job
sir.
relating with players, and not just relating with players, but developing them and getting them ready to compete at the highest level. He's
Yes,
he's
sir.
a special dude. Like, I mean, like you already mentioned, how often you see a 5'2", 5'3" guy with that kind of fire bossing
Yeah,
the offensive line around, but when you get there and talk to him, he's for real. He's not no joke. It's not no facade or anything. That is who he is. He is an offensive line coach to the core. So I'm
yes,
glad
sir.
that you were able to make that relationship with him. And I was curious, in having a head coach who also prioritizes offensive line, did that help you make this choice as well?
Yeah, that definitely that was a big factor. You know, having a O line coach Having one the best O line coach in the country, then having the head coach who played O line at the University of Miami at my position, won a national championship here. Of course, he knows what the line has to be. Like I mean, I was talking about 5 equals 1, which means five five men, but one motion, one body, one mind. And so I was like, wow, essentially have like four offensive line coaches who've all been at the next level, know what it takes to get the next level, send guys to the next level. So I'm like, I'm in great hands.
Antonio, did the coaching staff at all maybe, communicate with you, hey, we want you to help us within gaining more commitments in this recruiting class at all?
Um, they didn't really have to say it. Like no one really talked about it, but so I made that clear that was my focus. Coming into like that's why I want to commit. Building this class up, getting these O line guys, getting some of these guys to stay home. Um, and yeah, so I mean, no, they didn't say that, but I let them know before they even say it. I let them know. That was like one of the first things I said.
No, that's great. I'm, it's amazing. I think our fans love to hear you're very passionate about bringing more football players to the University of Miami and helping out with this recruiting class. Antonio stated earlier in the show the expectation is a top 5, top 10 class, and he wants to make that happen. Um, Antonio, you said you're shutting down your commitment. You're not going to be visiting any other schools that were maybe on the agenda to visit this off season.
No, I'm not visiting nothing. This off season is strictly about getting my body right, getting my because I'm always focused on the next level. So I'm focused on getting my body right for college. My school doesn't allow early enrolling, but I plan on trying to trying to trying to cheat code through the system, something like that. So to get up there early and saying get acclimated with the system. But yeah, no, I'm not visiting no other schools. Like I'm a cane.
I know you got your teammate. Is it Mason Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've tried. I saw you on social media putting in some work on him, getting the recruiting
Yeah.
stuff going. Is there any other recruits that you're planning on hitting up? Saying, "Hey, man, I'm here. Let's make it happen."
Yeah. Peyton Kirkland from Orlando. Peyton, Najee Harris from IMG.
Nice.
Ruben Bain down the road in Miami Central. Um, David Hicks from Allen, Texas.
Yeah.
TJ Shanahan, working on him. He moved to Austin. A lot of the DMV guys, Nicholas Harbor, 5-star.
Very good.
David Ojolave,
Oh, we know
DN
David. Yeah.
also. Yeah, David. Um, um, guy recruit. Those are guys I hit up right now. Oh, Dylan Gooden, also out here in Maryland.
Yeah.
Dylan. I'm hitting a lot of guys up. Um, those are just the guys I got for defense, but for
That's
offense,
great.
I got Peyton Kirkland, Najee, trying to have Holly's one, Madden Sanker, a lineman from Georgia. They're hitting up a lot of these guys. Like I always been told I'm a good recruiter. I can talk my butt off. So I'm gonna get these guys, and I'm gonna get them up there. I'm gonna let them get them up there to show what the U's all about. Chase Bisonted also, so from New Jersey. So Mirabal always said, a lot of those mid-land guys from Miami were always the toughest. So I'll try to build a pipeline back to the U, and yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that the university could make a push for Madden Sanker?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like he's like I've been talking to the man for a while, so I feel like I gotta talk to him. I could get him over here, but I'm gonna keep working on that. I can't really tell you where his head's at or what he thinks, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep talking to him, and hopefully he becomes a king.
I mean, straight up, bro. Like fans and just us in general, we're proud as hell to have you on the team with the mentality you have, the work ethic, and the fact that you want to improve the team already within the first
Sure.
couple of days that you're there. You want to surround yourself with talent. That's
Sir.
that's a big trait and it's a big deal, dude. Thank you. We appreciate that at the University of Miami. We really do.
Sir.
Well, Antonio, we cannot wait to see you back on campus and, wear the orange and green, put on those pads on Saturdays and, represent the University of Miami, become a
Yes,
part
sir.
of a member of this great prolific program. Man, just congratulations on your commitment to the University of Miami. And we're really looking forward to your future success, Antonio.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ross, anything else for Antonio before we let him go? You're on mute, Ross.
My bad. Thank you for the free time, Antonio. And after we had the first chance to interview you, me and Paul talked about it. We said this is more than a special kid on film. This is a special kid off the film as well. So you have something going for you on and off the field. The future's bright, and that's the type of guys we want at Miami. Congratulations on being a Miami Hurricane.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Antonio, man, looking forward to your success, and thank you again for coming on the scoop and on the short notice. We're really looking forward to your career, man. We know you're gonna do great things.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too, Antonio. Take care. All right, Antonio Tripp, the latest commitment for the University of Miami football program. Listen, he's going to be a good football player. Coach Miraball's first offensive line commitment during his time at the U.
Yep. They locked him in and they kept him feeling like he was wanted that whole time. And while there's some people out there that seem to say that he's undersized, all I'd say is go watch his film. Seriously, people were told that Aaron Donald was undersized. They were told Puna Ford was undersized. I'm not saying he's those guys, but I'm just saying that there are ways that guys with certain limitations can actually use it to their advantage. And he's already proven that he knows how to do that. This is a good football player, regardless of his measurables. He belongs in the P5, there's no doubt. And I'm glad he's a Miami Hurricane.
Hey, he committed only one day on campus. He shows up 24 hours later, talks to Coach Mirabal. He wants to be a part of this prolific football program. Gotta love it. I'm looking forward to the rest of this class and what we're building.
You can tell he's got a lot of admiration for Mirabal. You really can. I mean, he really, really looks up to that guy. And Cristobal, like I said, when I brought up Cristobal being the head coach in general, being an offensive line coach, you could tell all those things had gone through his mind already, and it just made it an easy choice for a high-ranked 4-star offensive line to jump on board and be the ambassador for that side of the ball for us in the 2023 class.
Every offensive lineman, 4-star, 5-star, 3-star, they love Coach Mirabal. They know his resume, who he's worked with. They're impressed by it. He carries weight. It's a different you. It's a different coaching staff we're dealing with.
Yeah. We're not getting Antonio Tripp with Diaz's staff, and especially not right now at this stage. I just don't see it.
This is just the beginning. Antonio Tripp said the expectation is a top 5, top 10 class. That's what he wants to push for.
And he's another recruiter for us. He's out there actively recruiting for the University of Miami, which is pretty awesome. When you got one guy by himself pushing like that, that shows the confidence he has in his decision and the confidence he has in his school.
Guys, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. We did this on the fly, late notice. We were not expecting to interview Antonio. I was supposed to do my show with Brandon Merriweather. It got delayed. But man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Antonio Tripp, 4-star offensive lineman, latest commit to the University of Miami's football class for this year. We're just getting started, guys. We're just getting started. We're looking forward to providing you guys with a lot more high-profile recruits and future commitments coming on for interviews. So thank you again, guys.
Well, you guys know it's always about the U.
Go Canes, guys. Take care.